G'day folks, Uncle Knackers here, and in today's video I'm going to show you where I find free pellets. Yep, I said the word free for all of my pellet projects, which will include where to go, what to look for, and more importantly, what to avoid. Let's go. Oh, just a quick side note if I may, if you've ever had the pleasure, or should I say displeasure, of removing nails from a whole heap of pellet boards, make sure you keep watching, as a little later on I'm going to reveal a bonus tip regarding a way to remove all those pesky hard to remove palletwood nails. Stay tuned. It's a game changer. Now, hands down, the best place to find all those lovely free pellets is from your local industrial park. But before you jump in your car and go exploring, a quick search on Facebook or Gumtree, which is Australia's equivalent to Craigslist, is a great place to start. For example, check this out. If I go onto my local buy, swap and sell page and then go to the search bar over here, click on that, and then we'll type in pallets and see what comes up. Fingers crossed. And there we have it. We have two listings, both are free. This one here is Pallets Galore free. And that sounds right up my alley. I'll just give that a click and check that out. What a score. Now if we go back to the other one, there he is, free pallets, click on that, and there we have another awesome free stack. Now that's a really easy way to find free pellets because you don't need to ask anybody and you can save yourself hours from driving around aimlessly looking. Now, while I've got the computer fired up, here's another ninja tip. Now if you can log on to Google Maps and then click satellite mode, you can get an overview of what's happening in your local industrial park or estate. That way you can tell which of these businesses may or may not be storing pallets. Now if we go to these guys over here, it's a business that sells tiles. Now if I can enlarge that, just like that, we can actually see that these guys have some pallets. So it might be worthwhile going into that business, asking if they're throwing any out, and if they are, can you have any? And you can do that over the entire estate. Now just be aware that this is most likely an older photo, maybe a year or two old, but it still gives us a good representation of who may or may not have pallets. And with that, let's shut the computer down, grab the car keys, let's go for a drive, and go pellet mining. You'll find that when you're looking and you're driving through these industrial parks or estates, pallets will pop up left, right and centre. It's kind of like when you buy a brand new car and you suddenly start noticing them everywhere you look. And every now and then you get lucky and you hit the mother lode. See what I mean? Check this out. It's an absolute gold mine. Or should I say pellet mine? Just a whole stack of pellets right for the taking. Awesome. Imagine how much stuff you can make with a haul like this. Love it. Now when you're going through your stash of pallets, just be a bit selective. There's heaps here to choose from. Like for instance, there's no need to choose a pallet that has bent boards like these ones here. Seriously, I've seen bananas straighter than these ones. They're just more trouble than they're worth. Speaking of bananas, how's this? There was a banana, a walnut, some broccoli and a mushroom all sitting around one day just having a bit of a chat. True story. And the broccoli says that it looks like a tree, which it does. The walnut then pipes up and says he looks like a brain. Yep, fair call. The mushroom was next and he says he looks like an umbrella. Then finally the banana speaks up and he goes, "Guys, can we please change the topic?" Because the whole banana thing is just a bit awkward. So, yeah. Unfortunate shape, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. Now, if you can't find any pallets discarded on the side of the road, you may need to approach the business in person. Now, basically, any business that handles merchandise will use pallets, and the best ones that I've found to approach are the following. And just a quick mental note, they're all businesses that handle dry goods, which means no spillage and the less likelihood of chemical or food contamination. Okay, these are my pallet hotspots. Kicking off with appliance centres where they sell things like TVs, fridges, washing machines, all that sort of gear. Well, there's always plenty of pallets to choose from in these type of businesses. Plenty of pallets. It's hard to say. Plenty of pallets. No. Next up on my pallet scavenging list is tile, brick and granite, and auto and mower supplies. Heavy equipment requires a heavy duty pallet, which often means that these pallets are made from hardwood. So if that's the style of pallet you're after, then hit these guys up. And last on my list are building sites, furniture companies and hardware stores. These places are also great sources of pallety goodness. Now obviously you just can't go in and take the pallets. You actually need to go inside the business and ask somebody first if it's okay, which is a really simple process. All you need to do is to go inside, introduce yourself, say your name is Joe Blogs and that you're making something like a coffee table out of pallets and you're wondering if they have any spare ones or scrap ones that they're getting rid of. 9 times out of 10 they're going to say yes, because that's going to save them time and money to get rid of them. Without doubt, the number one thing to avoid when selecting pallets to use for your projects is any pallet labelled MB. That stands for methyl bromide. It's a potent pesticide and should be avoided at all costs. Do not use these pallets. End of story. Now some pallets like this one here don't come with any labels at all. It's heavy. Now generally speaking, a pallet without a stamp means that it's a national pallet used only in your country. So they aren't treated with any chemicals at all, so in theory they should be safe to use. And a pallet labelled with the HT symbol, these are the ones to get. They have been heat treated without any use of chemicals at all, so they are good to go. Now just in case you're wondering what those other two letters mean, the I in the T, that is the pallet's country of origin, which in this case is Italy. Now I'm going to link to a very good article regarding pallet safety down below, so make sure you read that before you embark on your pallet project endeavours. And number 2, the other thing to avoid when searching for pallets is don't bother with the damaged ones. It's just too much effort for very little reward and you'll probably just finish up using them for firewood. Now just a couple of golden rules regarding pallet scavenging, and that is be responsible, clean up after yourself and don't leave the area looking like a dog's breakfast. Leave it like you found it, if not better. Golden rule number 2, ask for permission before you load any pallets into your vehicle. We don't want anybody getting into trouble and basically it's just the right thing to do. Golden rule number 3, just remember that some pallets, like a Shep pallet, are leased, which means that they are under contract to be returned to the owner. So don't take these, and that's why it's always wise to ask before you take. And golden rule number 4, don't overload your vehicle, as that is just a recipe for disaster. Tie it down securely, use tie down straps. If you haven't got those, just use some rope. Now if you plan to go down the path of collecting and dismantling pallets, do yourself a massive favour and get one of these awesome denailing tools. It's the Airlocker AP700 and I'll link to it down below if you are interested. It's going to save you hours during the denailing process, as is demonstrated here by the very talented Mark Dana from Dana Designs. And while you're here, make sure you check out some of Mark's amazing pallet creations, and I'll link to his channel down below so you can suss him out down there. Tell him Uncle Knackers sent you. Now I reckon that deserves a great tip, Knackers! And as I promised earlier, if you want to see how I dismantle a pallet without using an actual designated pallet buster, I'll leave a link to my video which should be popping up over there anytime soon. And if you want to see my favourite top 3 pallet wood projects that anybody can make, I'll leave a link to that playlist over there as well. So make sure you check those out. Hope to see you there shortly, and I'm off for a cup of tea. Cheers.